Hello, and welcome back to our second class in the LEGO movie making course. Today, we will be exploring the Stop Motion Studio app in more detail. So, let's get started.
But first, let's come up with a game plan. What is your story?
There's 3 parts to a story: beginning, middle, and end. If you wanted to make a trailer, you would just have a beginning, middle, and leave it with a cliffhanger.
In the simplest term, a story is about your main character and their problem.
The way to end the story is by finding a solution to your character's problem. Easy, right? Creating a compelling story is tough, but practice and patience, you will eventually find your voice in the story world. Hopefully your story is good enough to entertain your audience. Or at least entertain yourself. That's all that matters, right?
So let's come up with a quick story. Alright, let's say a character wakes up from bed one day, looks down and sees that his hand is gone. He looks around, can't find it anywhere. He gets up, walks outside, and there it is, on the ground. But guarding it is a dinosaur. How is he going to get it back? In his back pocket, he happens to have some food. He tosses the food aside, and quickly the dinosaur runs after it, leaving his hand for the taking. Bam! He picks it up and reattaches his hand.
Done. Beginning, middle, and end. So, what was our hero's problem? He lost his hand, and it was being guarded by a dinosaur. What was his solution? He pulls out some food to distract the dinosaur, and now he's able to find the solution to his problem by distracting and therefore returning his lost hand. Easy, right? Let's get started.
Now that we have our story and a solid game plan, let's go find your Lego pieces. Find a hero, and let's start building your set. So, what kind of pieces do we need in order to film our story? Well, we'll need a character, a house, a bed, a dinosaur, and some food. But before we start our epic animation, let's do a simple walk cycle challenge first. Let's have our character walk to his bed and lay down for the night. Pretty easy, right? Little does he know, though, he's going to wake up in the morning without a hand. So, once you have your set and it's ready to go, let's set up your camera. Lock it down with a piece of tape or some sticky putty. The same goes with your set. Tape the base plate to your desk so it doesn't move. Like we did in the previous video, look at your set and then visualize how your character is going to move. Physically pick him up and then have him walk across the room and then lay down in the bed. Can you see it? Can you see it without your hand making him move? Now, open the app on your phone or tablet and tap the box with the plus sign to start a new project. Now, we'll want to make sure that we have everything in frame, so feel free to move the camera. Once it's set, lock it down with some tape so you don't accidentally bump the camera. Now, take a look at your set. How is the lighting? Is it too bright? Too dark? This would be a great opportunity to bust out that desk lamp. Move it to the side, to the top, around to the back, whatever makes it look cool. Now, once that's set, do you have another lamp? Add that in too. Just see what it looks like. Just be sure to not have any kind of shadows, as it'll make your movie flicker, and then it'll dance with shadows on the playback. And that's no good. Wave your hand across the set and look to the camera. Do you see any shadows? If not, cool. Alright, once we're ready, we'll start taking some pictures to get our character to move like magic. I like to use my headphones to take a picture by pressing the volume up button. Otherwise, if you tap the screen, you take the risk of shaking the camera. So here we go. First, you can tap on the screen to focus on your character. There's a manual setting to lock all that stuff down, but we'll cover that later. But for now, we're just gonna go. So tap the red circle to take a picture. Move the character's leg 1 step forward. Then take a picture. Plant his foot, then take a picture. Then move his other foot forward. Take a picture. Plant his foot, take a picture. This is a lot of work, and it is very hard to master, but it just takes practice and time. But that's cool, just keep going. Then, have him walk over to the bed, then have him lay down, turn his head, and go to sleep. You can even take a few pictures at the end to simulate the light going out. The total pictures should be around 75 to 100 frames. Also, be sure to review your movie as you go along by hitting the play button. And that's it! And congrats! You just finished your first challenge. Now, note the challenges that you had. Was the animation smooth? Did the camera shake? Were there flickers in the playback like in my example? In stop motion, it's all about the micro movements. The smaller amount that you move it, the smoother the animation is going to be. Knowing these challenges will help us create a better animation as we rescue our character's hand from that dinosaur. Stop motion is not easy, but with a little practice and determination, you'll become a master animator in no time. I hope you had fun, and I'll see you in the next lesson. See ya!